Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On play action, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Come on.
Murray now. He's going to take another shot here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Cardinals did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Murray. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's complete to McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Yeah. Big ass open, big ass open. Oh.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zay Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
double.
He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders have taken the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are once again back in front.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Murray. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 6. Touchdown.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray going to throw. Going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now from Murray.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught by Turner. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Okay, right?
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey!
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play fake. Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Murray off play action. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow, go. On the ball. Hey.
They'll set up to throw. Going for it all. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Cardinals take over
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kadarius Toney, 91 yards. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jones has it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them close.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Commanders 45, Cardinals 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Murray now on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack. Murray. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Looking in zone for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. An extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
This makes the score. Commanders 52, Cardinals 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to try and go deep again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, then. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 89 yards. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Murray. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as most.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
10 cycles. Like blue.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington,
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name.